by Stephen Marrocco, July 6, 2019, 9 p.m. Claudia Gadelha and Randa Markos fought cautiously to preserve their respective spots in the strawweight division, and the results showed. Gadelha, 17-4 MMA, 6-4 UFC, shutout Markos, 9-7, 1 MMA, 5-6, 1 UFC, on the scorecards, earning unanimous 30-27 scores to the boos of the crowd in Las Vegas. The women's strawweight bout was part of the preliminary card of Saturday's UFC 239 event at T-Mobile Arena. It aired on ESPN following additional prelims on UFC Fight Pass, ESPN, and ahead of the main card on pay-per-view. Initially, the standout grapplers did not match takedown attempts, instead facing off on their feet, waiting for the other to fire a punch. Gadelha backed up Markos and landed a hard left hook, and the two dirty boxed in the clinch. Neither won a decided advantage, however. Markos charged into punching range leading the second, firing flurries of punches in close. Gadelha smiled and stayed patient, and again, she scored as Markos backpedaled. A knee in the clinch stung Gadelha in close, and she began to regain some ground as the round aged. A last-second takedown from Gadelha was unsuccessful. Although the first two rounds were close, neither fighter changed much in approach. Gadelha kept a high punch volume and landed at range. Frustrated at the stalemate, she waved, and Markos, who did the same, obliged with a brief flurry. The audience eventually lost its patience despite more clean punches from Gadelha, and the fight ended in a sparring match. Gadelha gets back to the win column and has now alternated between wins and losses in her past 5 outings. After a performance of the night submission win over Angela Hill, Markos drops to 1-2-1 in her past 4 fights. Up to the minute UFC 239 results include: Claudia Gadelha def. Randa Markos via unanimous decision 30-27, 30-27, 30-27, Song Yadong def. Alejandro Perez via knockout punch round 1, 204 Edmund Shabazian def. Jack Marshman via submission, rear naked choke round 1, 112 Chance Rencontre def. Ismail Nardiev via unanimous decision 29-27, 29-28, 30-27, Julia Avila def. Penny Kianzig via unanimous decision 30-27, 30-26, 30-26. For complete coverage of UFC 239, check out the UFC results. Breaking: Claudia Gadelha, Randa Markos, UFC 239 News, UFC Let's Block Ads.